have to ask y'all, anybody here ever had any stress in their life? Yeah, what are some of the things that cause y'all stress? Okay, family. Now, I'm deaf in one ear, so y'all have to talk loud. Family, money, traffic, time, coworkers. Oh, I'm sitting by them. I'm not going to say that out loud. A lot of things cause us stress. Well, you know, they found that stress is the #1 cause for poor health in the United States today. Go figure. In fact, a study was done recently by Johns Hopkins, and they found that stress doubled your chances for skin cancer, and you got it in half the time. We can't afford to have stress, can we? Now, what do you think happens when you're highly stressed? Do you think you get more emotional? Yeah. Anybody here ever been stressed and found yourself saying or doing something you wouldn't have done elsewise? Yeah. Well, you know what? Highly emotional people are fabulous people because the anatomy of the brain, anybody familiar with the whole anatomy of the brain? Yeah, I brought my brain with me. I carry it around in case I ever lose the other one. Okay, that was funny. The anatomy of the brain. I really do bring this around because the amygdala, this little tiny thing right there that you guys can't see because it's too small, if I take out the amygdala and hold it up, it's like the size of a pinhead. All of your emotions are funneled through that little itty-bitty tiny part of your brain. All of your emotions are funneled through that. And I'll tell you, it's the amygdala what makes us react without thinking about the consequences. The neocortex, however, the neocortex tells us, hey, let's think about this before we react. People will tell you to put the neocortex before the amygdala. That's just stupid. You want to work the two together. I mean, think about it for a minute. You've got a bear coming at you. Are you going to stand there with your neocortex and say, there's a bear. Is it a brown bear, a black bear, or a grizzly bear? And one of them I'm supposed to look tall and big, and the other I lay on the ground and whatever. I wonder which one I should do. Okay, by then you've been eaten. And you've been eaten by that bear. The amygdala, though, says, run! And you run right into the bear. Okay, you want the two to work together. You want the two to work together, but the only way you can work them together is to be aware of the emotional intelligence. And the best way to be aware of the emotional intelligence is to understand the difference between, well, the awareness, the difference between core emotions and secondary emotions. Now, what is a secondary emotion? Yeah, you guys are like, we don't know. That's why we had you come up front to tell us. Okay, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what the top cause of stress is because I'm going to get you moving for a second. Top cause for stress, low self-esteem or the lack of self-esteem. Top cause for that, you'll like this. Go figure. Top cause for low self-esteem is your own personal appearance. Well, we want to finish off this afternoon with high self-esteem and no stress. So I want you to turn to your neighbors on either side right now and say, you are the most handsome or beautiful person I've seen all day. Go. Okay, doesn't that feel better? Yeah. Yeah, that feels better. That caused these guys more stress. Yeah. Okay, we also want to finish the day up with an honest note, so go ahead and turn back and say, just kidding. No, I'm playing with you. Don't do that. Now, there were some emotions evoked in that. Some of you were going, woohoo. Some were going, ooh. Yeah, a lot of emotions. A primary emotion is what leads you to a secondary emotion. A secondary emotion is something like anger, revenge. And you know what? And anger is a good thing if you use it as a tool and not a weapon. Did you know that? It's a good thing if you use it to motivate yourself to action. It's a bad thing if you use it to harm yourself or someone else. Anger is a good thing, but here's another fun factoid about anger. 5 minutes of anger that is not used to motivate yourself to action depends upon the expert. 5 minutes of anger takes the human mind and body between 2 to 8 hours to recover on a cellular level. 2 to 8 hours. I mean, think about it. How many 98-year-old mean, ornery old farts have you ever met? I mean, usually they're 98, they're happy and jovial. They understand the core emotions to help them get to that resolving of the secondary emotion. Understanding the core emotions. What is leading me to the secondary emotion?